On Anzac Day 1919, the first after the Great War, there were no city marches or parades for the returning veterans because Australians were battling the Spanish flu pandemic. Though our streets were empty, the returning veterans were not forgotten. On the shores of Gallipoli, where Australians landed 4 years before, a small group of Anzacs who had been arranging and tending the graves of their mates gathered, and there was no pomp at that little service. There were no dignitaries, no bands, just the sound of lapping water on a lonely shore. One said of that little service, it was the real thing. And so our remembrances today, small, quiet and homely will be. And our heroes, they still walk amongst us. Heroes like Carolyn Griffiths, who joined the reserves after the 2002 Bali bombings. At that time, Carolyn was a single mum with 3 kids, aged 16 to 20. Carolyn said, "I wanted to defend Australia," and she did, as an ICU nurse in Afghanistan and Iraq, responding to the worst traumas of war. Today, Squadron Leader Griffiths continues to serve as a reservist and as an ICU nurse at the Princess Alexandra Hospital in Brisbane, where she works with one of her 2 daughters. The other daughter is a nurse at the Royal. Squadron Leader Griffiths won't be marching today, but she will stand in her driveway like so many of you shortly. Corporal Matt Williams will also stand out the front of his home this morning. Willie, as he's known, grew up in Warrnambool and joined the Army at 18. He left for induction only 2 days after finishing high school and spent his 21st birthday on patrol in Kabul. He returned to Australia to discover he had brain cancer. And on Anzac Day in 2018, Willie put on his uniform and his medals, and he slipped into his top pocket his first round of chemotherapy tablets. And then he marched, despite feeling weak and nauseous. I spoke to Willie a few days ago. He told me, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. His service had enabled him to live for something bigger than himself. Not me, but we, he said. It's good advice, Willie. Willie is in isolation today because his immune system depends on all of us keeping our distance. He has served us, and now we must do the right thing by